Peace, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to Israel Doctrines Google Hangout. We finna have a little show here. I'm gonna do less talking. I put my pen to the paper, called a wet pen. We'll be presenting something right quick. Hopefully, y'all like what I present. We kicking knowledge. We kicking knowledge. Let knowledge be born. Let's let knowledge be born. So. Speak, computer. We're going to let knowledge be born right quick.
Conscious community truckers and the potential for habitual line crossing with traffickers.
So, conscious community truckers in the conscious community, habitual line crossing with trafficking. Base words. Then we get into particulars soon. 5 or 6 episodes of this, people.
This is the power of street knowledge, and for the newly formed street monopoly that I and my church, the Israel of God, the mixed multitude, the church and its Israel Doctrine Entertainment LLC has created as a refuge from the traitors amongst us in the so-called black community, the Hebrew Israelite community, the Islamic community, the modern African community, even in the white community, and the online conscious community. And let's be clear, people, this is on 6 of 7 continents when we speak on the universal Zulu nation and its affiliate, and with the one continent in the float, this is global.
This is global, people. Street knowledge. Street King.
Episode 1 of 5, starring King Kush the trucker. And so everybody is clear, this about the potential of things, and so we do not get into slander. There is no malice in these episodes. These episodes, in my belief, are a response to the political socialist agenda being ran in these YouTube streets.
So, I'm not teaching hate. I'm not mad or nothing. We're going to talk about what people doing, and we're going to talk about the potential of things that's going on.
The audience needs to understand that Israel Doctrine is a platform that seeks justice for the children of Israel, but also sees all children of all races and national origins as God's children, and with the potential to become kings and queens and priests and servants in the coming kingdom of God.
All children, all nationalities. We're not racist. We don't teach hate Ham. We don't teach hate Edomites. We don't teach hate no one. We are authors and finishers on our love and hate. Just like God is the author and finisher on who he would love and who he was hate. And based on people's activities and their MOs, do I bring my love and hate to them.
Before we get this fully started, make a point that in this online community, I call the YouTube streets, we have many individuals who have business in the American trucking industry, and to name a few we will be doing future episodes. We have a short list of some notable people and others who sit in the shadows being unseen but heard.
Unseen but heard. Little pun there, but we got some names here now.
The short list is as follows: WAC 100, Digital Pit Boss, Unseen Soldier, Laren G. Conscious, and today's star none other than King Kush, formerly a business partner of YouTube content creator Kevin Gills of Kevro University Live Channel.
Kevro University. Right? This stuff is a little deep, people. It may be above your thinking grade. You got to think when we talking about this and dealing with this. Because this ain't no just little small stuff that's going on. There's a major pedophile ring in the hip-hop industry. And all kind of people deal with hip-hop. Even old white women saying they hip-hop birds that stand with survivors and stuff. And everything. This thing is everywhere, everybody. Right? So now we're going to dig deep because they want to make me what they are. They want to call me what they are. We're going to bring the truckers in this. We bringing everybody into this. Nobody get held out. Y'all want to play games? I told you I'm a fighter. I ain't going out without a fight.
This episode involves the potential for trafficking of illegal contraband up and down the U.S. highways, and to make it click for the viewing audience, I must also add to the list none other than Lloyd Rodney Clark, or as the Federal Bureau of Investigation calls him, Khalil Amani, formerly Khalil Ashanti, and as I call him due to his street affiliations, Shitty Blood.
Shitty Blood. Ringleader of these people. I just played an episode where he lied, tried to say I had an STD. Never had an STD in my life. Never told him that. He never heard that from me. I don't know where he get that from, something he made up.
Now Khalil Amani makes this first episode as a means for me to show that he is a confessed trafficker of illegal narcotics up and down the east coast of the U.S. highways throughout the 1980s, from Miami, Florida to Washington, D.C.
He was that. He was a drug trafficker. He said he was a citizen. He did that. He went told on people, nah, you was selling drugs up and down the east coast. You was a drug mule, confessed drug mule. It's written in his books.
Khalil Amani is a national treasure of sorts as a known federal witness and government informant who, after he trafficked illegal narcotics, as I explained from his own commentary in books and public interviews, snitched on his cult leader Yahya Ben Yahya.
That's what he did. That guy has been a criminal, still a criminal, and the American government protects him, and ignorant Eastern stars on YouTube do it. Masonic stuff.
Khalil Amani is a bridge to these truckers and the potential for many of them to be in the illegal business of trafficking illegal contraband on the U.S. highways and at certain truck stops where prostitution and all manner of abominations occur.
All manner of abominations. You see, he eat anything. He said they even got human beings over there on Khalil pork bellies because he deal with abominations, sexual and otherwise. But he got the community fooled because he got ignorant influencers making him the new Hassan Camel. You see how he said him and Hassan lifestyle run hand in hand?
When I say trafficking of illegal contraband, that includes narcotics, forearms, sex, humans, alcohol, tobacco, and even the potential for child trafficking.
So you see what we talking about with trafficking now, right? Let's read that again so y'all can get it.
When I say trafficking of illegal contraband, that includes narcotics, forearms, sex, humans, alcohol, tobacco, and even the potential for child trafficking.
That's firearms, potential of child trafficking. Ain't no telling what they moving in them 18-wheelers.
What are the odds that federal informants are being used to traffic illegal contraband?
What are the odds? I ain't got to ask. You make the odds. 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10, 9 out of 10. What's the odds?
What are the odds that many truckers on the highways are also affiliated with Masonic lodges, Greek fraternities, and state and federal informants who drive the big rigs on the public roadways?
Huh? You heard the names that was called: Pit Boss, Whack 100, Unseen Soldier, LeBron G Consciousness. All these people have been or are in the conscious community, affiliated with numerous of people that state do this child stuff and everything.
The potential for truck drivers and those with a CDL license to commit criminal activity up and down the U.S. highways and even with ties to federal agencies like the Department of Transportation and Safety and Homeland Security and the Federal Bureau of Investigation and various other agencies under the federal government and to be trafficking illegal contraband is not a conspiracy theory either.
It's not a conspiracy theory. Go out there and say he's bringing out conspiracy theories. No, I'm putting y'all wicked ASSs on notice that I told you I'm not the nigga to F with, but you want to F around.
We have all heard the tales of the 1980s and the exchange for firearms and narcotics and the war on drugs and how many have whistle-blown of the government's involvement with the distribution of crack cocaine in the so-called black community with the intent to wage war on us all. This brings us to the star of my presentation today, King Kush, former business partner of YouTube content creator Kevin Gills of Kevro University Live channel.
Kev Row, no different than Death Row. They said Suge Knight killed Eazy-E and then we're going to kill Dr. Dre and Kev Row.
Now I am not claiming that King Kush is a Mason, frat, informant or any of the things I mentioned previously, but what I do know is he played a role in informing us of who he believed was the culprit of an FBI call that led to the investigation of the YouTuber Hassan Poppy Campbell.
You hear that? He put us on to who called the FBI on Hassan Poppy Campbell, Mr. YouTube, big YouTuber that Khalil Amani, Troy Star Terrain, and Layla Wheels made.
Anybody that remembers the time that Hassan Campbell made an open public threat to inflict physical and sexual assault against the minor children of Kevin Gills on YouTube, you may also remember that agents for Federal Bureau of Investigation was dispatched to Hassan Campbell's home.
Y'all remember that? You remember Polite spoke about it and everything? Him and Polite was going at it because Polite was helping boost his public image.
Hassan Campbell, who many may know, is alleged to be the victim of what he claims is a worldwide sex trafficking ring and cult under the Universal Zulu Nation and its leadership and founder Afrika Bambaataa.
See, sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas.
Hassan Campbell is a public influencer following claiming to be the victim of childhood sexual abuse attacked the children of Kev Gills, as he claimed it was justified for the public comments made by Kev Gills associated with the disbelief that Hassan Campbell was a mere victim. I believe there is no justification imaginable that would make verbal threats of sexually assaulting children justifiable, but I find online that many seem to have forgotten that Hassan Campbell made these threats and that the threats were investigated.
He made threats of harming children and killing people. That's why Troy Star Terrain came and flagged my channel when I called the FBI. It ain't even up no more.
King Kush is the one who decided, after falling out with his former business partner Kevin Gills, that the call made to the agents of the Federal Bureau of Investigation was in fact made by the mother of Kevin Gills' children.
That's who made the call.
King Kush the trucker did a public interview on Sonnetter TV where he explained his fallout with Kevin Gills involving business ventures as associated with the trucking industry, and he also went on the YouTube channel Uncle Sug where the public was told who called the FBI on Hassan Campbell.
That's how I got the FBI cards to call the FBI. I called the people that went to Hassan's house. What y'all heard is I got an operator and not the people. But I got another video where I'm talking to one of the officers, and he said, taking a picture of the murder of boy is a crime. Now y'all keep helping that criminal and see what happens.
I know the audience is probably hearing this be read and saying, well, what does this all mean and how does the intro tie to this and what is the climax and whether this is just me rambling?
You can ask. Everybody can ask whatever question they want to ask. They F with the wrong one. Now I got to pop out and show niggas wop, wop, wop.
Well, so you don't fall off the edge of your seats, the point I am making with King Kush the trucker is that he was pivotal in informing us of the call made against Hassan Campbell, and that information is what later led to my call to the agents that was sent to Hassan Campbell.
Wop, wop, wop. Fuck him up.
Yes. People, I too had to call the FBI on Hassan Campbell, as in my dealings with him involved my asking the whereabouts of what was reported to be a young Spanish or Latino teenager who stabbed Afrika Bambaataa in 2013.
That's what all this about. That's why they hating on me and want to make me what they are. As the Queen like to say, vice versa. He slandered us. Let's slander him. No, I didn't slander you. I told the truth on you. Y'all are criminal running a hip hop stand with survival criminal organization. I am an Israelite that's running an Israelite church, not a Hebrew Israelite church, an Israelite church, which y'all keep lying and keep trying to tell people I'm a Hebrew Israelite to make me a criminal in America, make me a black identity extremist and stuff. It won't work. It's been too many years of me fighting against Hebrew Israelite, the term and everything, for y'all to sit up here and make it what it is.
The stabbing said to have been a retaliation for the statutory sexual assault of the young man was also claimed to have been followed with a conspiracy to murder the young man and admitted by Hassan Campbell that it was he and other Zulu Nation members that was tasked with the execution of the hit, so the young man could not tell his story of him being raped by Afrika Bambaataa. King Kush informed us of who called the FBI on Hassan Campbell when he threatened children with sex crimes, but those very same officers sent to Hassan are the exact officers I called after Hassan Campbell was threatening to murder me, my chat moderators and people who frequented my channel on YouTube, as well as threats on Sonnetta and his wife and children in New York.
Yeah, he threatened to kill Jabari, Sonnetta, wives, children.
King Kush and Kevin Gills formed a relationship online for the viewing audience that involved trucking and trafficking and the federal government, and as I explained, this all ties together to the bridge of it all, Khalil Amani.
That's why Khalil would never call the FBI. I told him, call the FBI, Khalil. I ain't gonna call him, and if I do call him, I ain't gonna tell you. Okay, bad guy. This thing is bigger than what any of us can think. 6 of the 7 continents, the Zulus running.
Khalil Amani threatened to have Kevin Gills approached and dealt with by none other than WAC 100 of the Piru Bloods of California, and for what Khalil Amani claimed was disrespect to him vt Kevin Gills on the Afrika Bambaataa sex trafficking reports.
So Khalil threatened Kevin Gillespie with WAC 100. I get WAC 100 to come see you same way Hassan Campbell said he was going to get JoJo Capone from Global Gangsters to come see me and kill me. His words. So don't think that I get frustrated in this and that and I make up lies on people. No, I'm just telling you about the incidents that didn't happen, and you wouldn't believe that they didn't happen to me because you figured I'm a nobody. I am a nobody. But this nobody, because he stood for something, because he believed in Malcolm X, a man that don't stand for nothing to fall for anything. And because I done stood for stuff, I ain't fell for shit.
WAC 100 is another episode altogether, but I must make it a point to show the audience in this episode that King Kush is 6 degrees from WAC 100 with Khalil Amani, a known trafficker of illegal contraband threatening Kev Gills with WAC 100, the truck driver on Piru.
Pyru. Known gangster, known knocker out and everything. WAC 100, yeah.
Hassan Campbell being the actual alleged victim of Afrika Bambaataa and Khalil Amani's affiliation to WAC 100, and let's not forget the street sweeper himself, none other than DKK Slay, is where we call this climax of episode 1. Why is this the climax, people?
Because DJ K. Slay let you know that he was trafficking children by the mouth of Khalil Amani on the Ed Opperman show, which I got him that interview where he can run his mouth and tell us about K. Slay trafficking children.
It's the climax because we know Khalil Amani was a trafficker of illegal contraband and who told us that DJ K. Slay was a child trafficker for Zulu Nation, and that includes Afrika Bambaataa, and that WAC 100 was the West Coast partner of DJ K. Slay, who Khalil Amani threatened Kev Gills with, and even Hassan Campbell, who threatened the children and who Khalil Amani claims he supports now.
He said WAC 100 came on this show and said, well, I'm with you with what Cleo Monago calls same gender loving. We don't want to call that LGBTQIA stuff. But yeah, same gender loving and stuff. WAC 100 is down with it.
When we look at King Kush the trucker and WAC 100 the trucker, we see the sameness in occupation and the connection to Hassan Campbell and WAC 100.
Wop, wop, wop. As James Brown would say, I told y'all, you F for me, I'm going to get up and do my thing.
I want everybody to take this episode 1 and think about what I am showing you all in the YouTube streets and get your minds right as you anticipate episode 2, where I begin to bridge WAC 100 to the truckers I named in the intro.
Another little cousin, Mr. 10 Toes Down. I like to sodomize men in their private parts.
In my closing, I must speak to one of our star truckers, Unseen Soldier.
One of our stars, one of the stars. The guy that attacked me used to sit in the back room, chats with me, and come out here trying to tell lies on me and say I said something. No, it's not going to work, my nigga. You got to have proof that I said it. You ain't got no source. I need to see it as soon as possible.
Now, Unseen Soldier is a person I had on my Israel Doctrine platform for years and who made some false allegations against me recently, even on my platform on YouTube.
Yep. How y'all like it so far? Y'all ain't got nothing to say?
My message to Unseen Soldier is when we get to his episode, I am going to show how him, Khalil Amani, and Kevin Gills was all on the Star Report with Star Troy Torain and running interference for Hassan Campbell and to help cover up the stabbing victim of Afrika Bambaataa.
Yeah, get ready for that, Mr. Unseen. You can't be unseen forever. We see your little Star David and everything.
I am going to show how Unseen Soldier the trucker was attacking my movement, and before we so much as had a fallout about anything he claimed I said in a Google backchat. Unseen soldier aligned with the narcotics trafficker Khalil, who is running interference for the sex trafficker DJ K-Slay and using the trucker WAC 100 to attack people on Peru, and how all of this ties to digital pit boss the trucker.
Don't come calling me, people. They got my phone number or know how to get in touch with me. You didn't call your buddy and get him up off me. Wop, wop, wop.
No stone will be left unturned as we discuss the conscious community truckers online in these YouTube streets and the potential for habitual line crossing with traffickers. And yes, we will be speaking on federal informants, Greek frats, sororities, Masons, Eastern Stars, and all the potential for culprits to run interference with trucks online and on the highways for Afrika Bambataha, the Universal Zulu Nation, and Hassan Campbell.
You big time now. Y'all remember when Pac said our name's gonna be on the front line, the front pages. Keep coming at me and turning up the heat. We gonna make
hit the like, share the video, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can get a notification when we get ready for episode 2.
And yes, we are doing this on Israel Doctrine and Street Monopoly 12. Street Monopoly 12. That's the new channel. Y'all should go over there and subscribe to that, because I'm going to move a lot of this content off of this channel over to that channel, because eventually they're going to start flagging. They want to take my big channel, my money-making channel. So, as you can see, that's it right there. Street Monopoly 12. At Street Monopoly 12. So for any of y'all that wants to stay up with that, we trying to make that channel there another money-making channel. So to the people that's not dropping down in the chat saying hello, you all good with me. I ain't mad at you. You ain't got to drop down in my chat and say nothing to me. Because like I said, I've been fighting since a youngster by myself, not running from nobody. I done took whoopings and I done gave whoopings. And my motto now is wop, wop, wop. After the Israelite Kendrick Lamar, not the Hebrew Israelite Kendrick Lamar. I never heard him say he was a Hebrew Israelite. I know he believed he an Israelite. So that's the picture right there, what's going on. If none of those truckers have joined that union and joined them people, then they questionable. See, don't go join it now and try to say, I'm a part of this Truckers Against Trafficking org. No. You supposed to been there. This trafficking and all this conversation been going on for 8 years. Y'all haven't created no institutions or nothing. I got straight Israelite pride institution over here. It's a part of my church. Always been a part of my church, and my church has been out here for a minute now. And I told y'all, I said, watch what you doing. You coming up against the church. You don't want to believe that you coming up against the church. And my church is just like the Vatican. It's just like the Vatican, just like Pope and all of that. Watch what you doing. Wop, 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 wop. Adam 12, you might want to see me and talk to me and try to save your conglomerate. We got a couple more pics and stuff we got to show. Let me see. I got one particular picture I'm trying to show y'all. When I find it, I'm going to bring it up. May not find it. It's Khalil Money giving shots out to the truckers, the traffickers. Seem to can't find the picture. But we'll keep looking to see if we can find it. So we can put it up here and y'all can see it. Here we go. This will be our last little presentation and I'll be cutting the show off. Shout out to all truck drivers. They keep our economics moving. They keep who economics moving? Hip hop stands with Survivors Economics, Zulu Nation Economics. Who are our? I know he's not talking about me and his economics because I don't get no economics. They're not capitalists. They're socialists. Those that they socialize with, they move money with. With our 18-wheelers, brothers and sisters. What's that word? The highways and byways of America, goods and service are in our department stores, grocery stores, and stores, etc. Now, look at Pissy trying to impugn the truck industry and child trafficking. The level of ignorance and stupidity is unmeasurable. Truckers are doing good. No such thing. Truckers aren't doing no such thing as trafficking. How he know truckers ain't trafficking? How he not know that he might be running with a trafficking organization, drug, narcotics, sex, this? How do he know that? How could he definitively sit up here and say what another man is doing unless he is in collaboration with another man and in business with all these other people? But notice his name, what I call him, his name is Shitty Blood. You know who Shitty Cuz is, right? A hip-hop government informant that killed Nipsey Hussle. Because they say Nipsey Hussle had what he'd like to deal with, homo thug sex tapes and all of this stuff and everything. And come on, people. How deep is this well? I'm up out of here. See y'all on the next episode. The next episode.